So today we're going to be talking about UFC rankings that just don't make any sense at all, in my opinion. Starting off in the heavyweight division, we've got Taito Ivasa. How's this guy ranked number 10?
Bruh.
The guy's on a 5-fight losing streak. The guy hasn't won a fight since 2022, I believe. Like I said, he's on a 5-fight losing streak. What also makes this ranking unbelievable and doesn't make any bit of sense whatsoever is the guy's coming off a loss to Jairzinho, where he comfortably lost every single round of that fight. Jairzinho's just been released from the UFC.
Huh?
So Jairzinho has been cut from the UFC, coming off a loss to the number 4th ranked heavyweight, Sergey Pavlovich. Taito Ivasa is on a 5-fight losing streak, loses to Jairzinho, but is still in the UFC, still in the top 10. How does that make any sense? It just doesn't. Let's move on. Light heavyweight division, we've got Rakic. Now, I've been conned by this guy for so many years now. You know, when I describe Alexander Rakic, I go, yeah, but he's just really technical. He's just such a technical fighter. He's one of the most technical fighters in the light heavyweight division. Then you go back and look at the guy's resume. He built a career off fucking head kicking Jimmy Manoa. The guy hasn't won a fight since 2022, I think. And that was against Thiago Santos, who isn't even in the UFC anymore. What? Yo, I need to wake up and smell the roses. It's not that this guy's so technical and it's this and that. He's just been in there with elite level competition. Might be to do with the fact that the guy actually is overrated. The guy hasn't won since 2022. And his last fight was against Thiago Santos. Could have been 2023. Either way, unacceptable. How's this guy ranked inside the top 5? The UFC light heavyweight division is honestly the worst division, I think. Like, when I was looking through the rankings for this video, I was like, holy shit, like, these rankings are ass. And this one right here stinks the most. The guy's number 5th ranked. He's a top 5 light heavyweight on a 3-fight losing streak and hasn't won a fight in fucking years. Tell me how it makes sense. Moving on in the middleweight division. God bless, we've got Marvin Vettori.
Bruh.
Marvin Vettori. The guy hasn't fought since when? 2023, where he was coming off a loss to Jared Cannonier. He's still ranked inside the top 10. How on earth that makes any sense, I will never understand. Like, Marvin Vettori has just figured out a cheat code in the UFC. And the cheat code is, get ranked inside the top 10, do not fight anybody, and you keep your ranking. That is the only way this guy's here. Now, he is making a return in the rematch that everybody's been fucking dying for against Roman Dolidze, which was a fight that took place, 2 years ago, I think we'll be able to see here. This fight took place March the 18th, 2023. I was there for that fight. Was pretty shit, if we're being honest. I don't want to see the rematch. But that's not even for this story. How is the Italian Dream ranked number 8? Someone tell me. Someone tell me. Moving on to the welterweight division, we've got Colby Covington.
Bruh.
How's Colby ranked inside the top 10? I don't get it. I just don't understand. I don't understand how this guy is still ranked inside the top 10. How the guy is this highly ranked. It doesn't make any sense. The guy, him and Marvin Vettori need to write a cheat code book for the UFC. Marvin Vettori's got the cheat code to being able to stay ranked inside the UFC's top 10 without having a fight. Colby Covington has figured out the UFC cheat code to get unlimited, undeserving title shots. This guy's fought for the belt 3 times. And only one of those times he deserved a title shot, if we're being honest. If we're just being upfront and honest. Like, the guy's last win was March the 5th, 2022 against Jorge Masvidal. The guy doesn't fight for over a year and then walks back into a title shot against Leon Edwards.
Huh?
How does that make any sense whatsoever? Now, that loss to Joaquin Buckley, he took that fight on short notice. But he said he was going to be active. After this fight against Leon, he said, yeah, he was going to be active. That was his problem, ring rust. We don't see the guy for nearly exactly a year later. How is this guy ranked inside the top 9? His last win in the UFC is against Jorge Masvidal, who isn't even in the UFC anymore. And this guy still kept in the rankings. I don't get it. I don't understand. Moving on, the lightweight division. Now, this is for Max Holloway. How the fuck is this guy ranked number 5 in the UFC's lightweight division, right? When Justin Gaethje's ranked number 3. Why am I clicking Dustin Poirier? When Justin Gaethje's ranked number 3, how does that make sense? I don't understand that, because when Umar Nurmagomedov, the second name merchant, gets a win over Corey Sandhagen, despite being ranked number like fucking 11th in the UFC Bantamweight division, he moves right up in the Corey Sandhagen spot. But Max Holloway, a known big name in the UFC, moves up, knocks out, and I'll say that again, he knocks out Justin Gaethje for the BMF title at UFC 300, and they still have Justin Gaethje ranked above him.
Huh?
How does that make sense? I don't understand some of these rankings. Max Holloway is easily should be ranked top 4, top 3 in the UFC lightweight division. Now, you might say the guy only has 1 win in the UFC's lightweight division, and he does have that loss over Dustin Poirier, so how can you put him above him? The Dustin Poirier fight was years ago. The guy moved up, beat Justin Gaethje, who was coming off a win of knocking out Dustin Poirier. So that answers that question. I understand not having him above the likes of Oliveira and Orman. He wouldn't be above them anyway, because Gaethje lost to Oliveira and he hasn't fought Orman. But the guy should be top 3. He knocked out Justin Gaethje. I don't get how. It's one rule for Umar Nurmagomedov, who is basically a no-name second name merchant. But Max Holloway, a known Hall of Famer, beats Justin Gaethje, doesn't get his spot. Doesn't make sense. Moving on in the featherweight division. Yo, what? How's this? My brain's overloading. I can't even think. I can't even speak. How's this guy ranked top 5? Let's take a look. Okay, take note of this. These 2 names. The 5th and 6th ranked. Take notes on them names, please. Yeah? Yair Rodriguez's last fight was to Brian Ortega, and he lost by submission. And he's ranked above him. How? That doesn't make any sense. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. He got submitted to the guy who was ranked beneath him. And he's still top 5. So what? Brian Ortega has to lose, has to go below Yair Rodriguez because he lost to Diego Lopez. How does that make any sense whatsoever? Doesn't make sense. You got submitted to Brian Ortega, yet you're still ranked above him. Does Dana White care about this organization anymore? That ranking there doesn't make any sense. That might be the worst one so far. Moving on to the Bantamweight division, look.
Bruh.
Anytime I talk about a fighter who doesn't deserve their ranking or rankings that don't make sense, Marlon Chito Vera is going to be in every single fucking video I make on this subject, because how is this guy ranked inside the top 6 of the UFC's Bantamweight division?
Huh?
How? The guy's last win is against Pedro Munoz, which was in 2023, so coming up to 2 years ago, right? That was the guy's last win. Pedro Munoz hasn't been in the rankings since fucking electricity was found. Yeah, that guy hasn't been ranked in the Bantamweight division since they figured out electricity. Yet Marlon Chito Vera's last win is against him, and he's put in there. Now, you could maybe argue, well, what about Rob Font, blah, blah, blah. That's okay. Doesn't need to be ranked number 6, though, does he? You cannot tell me how Chito Vera deserves his number 6 ranking. You can't. He got beat up by Davison Figueiredo, got beat up by Sean O'Malley, beat up by fucking Corey Sandhagen as well. But he beat Pedro Munoz, so put him in the title fight. Doesn't make any sense. And finally, look, Kai Asakura. I've got him here because I didn't really know what to do with the flyweight division. I feel like having him ranked number 14th is a bit harsh. Now, he did get smoked by Pantoja, but he's the champion. I think Kai Asakura beats a lot of guys inside the top 10. That's just my opinion. I understand kind of why he's there, but in the same sense, I'm like, maybe put the guy a bit higher. But those are UFC rankings that don't make sense in my opinion. I want to know your opinion in the comments below. So let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you again in the next one.